service. Greatness is not position. Greatness is not title. Greatness is not epignosis. Greatness is not Greek and Hebrew. Greatness is in service. He defines greatness as service. He says the greatest among you will be your servant. He didn't say serve to be great. Service is not the pathway to greatness. Service is greatness. Service is the greatness itself. Service is the greatness itself. Serving people who are born again like you. So whatever you do to the brethren, you are doing it to Jesus. You can't be saying you love Jesus and you're not a blessing. If you will love Jesus, you will serve his church. How can you claim you love Jesus and you don't want to be in the church? You don't want to be with brethren. You don't want to share fellowship. How can you claim you love Jesus? You can't tolerate brethren. You can't embrace brethren. You can't bring brethren in. How can you claim you love Jesus? If you love Jesus, the proof is that you love his brethren. If you love Jesus, the proof is that you love these people you see. How can you say you love Jesus whom you cannot see and hate the people that are born by Christ? It makes no sense. You avoid fellowshipping with brethren. When brethren want to come to your house for house fellowship, your house is too VIP for brethren. So even Jesus can't come to your house. What kind of house is that? You can't allow Jesus access. His brethren are sitting with you. Greet your brother. You take your eye and look at afar. What of the one standing by? Hypocrisy. That's where it begins. This week is training, evangelism, and discipleship. And this is how we're beginning the week. It's going to be explosive. In the course of the week, we're going to do some fasting and prayer this week. Because we're believing God for major impact in the work of the kingdom. I didn't hear a powerful amen. Can I hear an excited amen? Can I hear a happy amen? I know some of you, your balloons have been busted. I've messed around a number of things here today. But friends, this is the truth of the gospel. This is the truth of the gospel. You cannot say you love Jesus and hate his brethren. In fact, let me be honest with you. All of us here that are seated here, if you have an establishment and you're able to employ people, the first people you should employ are brethren. That's the first. Brethren in the house. That's the first. He said, when I was naked, you gave me clothes. How do you give somebody clothes? When you give him a job, you've given him clothes. When you give him an employment, you have given him food to eat. The first people to think about employing in any company or establishment here are brethren in the house. Somebody said, but brethren can be very nasty. I have experienced that a lot. And I agree with you, absolutely. But at the end of the day, it's not for them. It's for Christ. Whatever you do to the least of these, my brethren, you did it for me. So you must look beyond brethren and look at Christ himself. And for the sake of Christ, tolerate them. Brother Paul wrote a letter and said, Onesimus has misbehaved. But please forgive him for my sake. Forgive Onesimus for my sake. What Jesus is saying is, brethren may have hurt you, but please, for my sake, forgive them and give them another chance. Brethren may have messed up with you. There are brethren, you carry them to go and get a contract and you engage them. When the contract comes, they push you out. There are brethren like that. Friends, I've been a pastor for close to, I should be 30 years pastor in 1 or 2 years from now. I understand what I'm talking about. But you must go beyond brethren and see Christ. Whatever you did to the least of this, my brethren, you know that there's an employment somewhere. The first people you should think of are the brethren of Christ. Except you yourself are not born of God. You have opportunities to employ people. The first people you should be looking for are brethren in the house. Do good unto all men, but especially those of the household of faith. Am I talking to somebody here? The priority will be brethren. That's biblical. That's biblical. You know, in our office here in the church, the first priority we employ in our office are brethren. They're the first people we bring, even though sometimes they hurt us, they wound us, and they leave the office and go about telling stories that never existed. It has not stopped us. We never allow people change us from doing what we know is right. No, we never do. I will not allow your nasty behavior produce nastiness in me. I don't have nastiness. If you have nastiness, I won't allow your nastiness corrupt my goodness. I will not be nasty because you are nasty. I will not run you down because you're running me down. I have a responsibility to preserve your dignity as a believer because you belong to Christ. Have you ever asked yourself, why is it that it is after people leave church that they have stories? Why didn't they have the stories when they were in church? When they were in church, oh, Papa, you are the greatest. Oh, Papa, you are my everything. Oh, Papa. Oh, Papa. The day they leave church, they must look for a story. Because when people get into dishonor, they begin to swim in the muddy waters of carnality. But that doesn't make me not pastor you, love you. Even though I know that the tendencies are there to hurt me. It doesn't matter. I'm not living for me, I'm living for him. We keep loving. We keep loving. If people wound you, the healer is in you. He will heal you. He will heal you. You do good. Keep doing good. Don't stop doing good because of people's badness. Am I communicating at all? Yeah. Don't be weary in well-doing. For in due season, you shall reap if you faint not. If you faint not. And you know the annoying thing? One of the things that can annoy a person, when you have done good, you've been a blessing to somebody, and he lives to tell the story contrary, and you don't have an opportunity to defend yourself. That's where it becomes very painful. You don't even know when and where he has spoken, so where do you start? So that's why the best thing to do is to keep quiet and keep doing good. Keep quiet and keep doing good. Keep quiet and keep doing good. Am I communicating at all? Jesus went about doing good, and after doing good to people, they turned back and said he's a wine barber. It is the same people he did good for who said crucify him. They said, should we give you a robber or Jesus? He said, give us a robber. An armed robber is better in our society than Jesus. That's part of humanity. That's part of humanity. Don't let people's badness change your goodness. You didn't hear what I just said. Don't let people's badness change your goodness. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Do not be overcome by evil, but overcome evil with good. A good man, out of the good treasure of his heart, bringeth forth good things. So brethren who are in need of a job, when you have an opportunity in your company or in your establishment, give them the job. Give them the job. And if they misbehave, we deal with them properly. But give them the job. Let them have food to eat. Let them have clothes to wear. Let them have fees to pay for their children. Be a blessing to them. Am I communicating at all? Be a blessing to them. Even though there are some people that make it difficult for you to be a blessing, but be a blessing to them. I close with 1 Corinthians 8:11. Bless this morning. 1 Corinthians chapter 8 verse 11. It's just the beginning. We're just introducing the subject. Amen. You're enjoying this, right? Verse 11. And through thy knowledge. Through what? Turn to your neighbor and say, through your epignosis. Through thy knowledge shall the weak brother perish, for whom Christ died. You have too much knowledge. You beat your wife, beat your wife, beat your wife. If she talk, you say, after all, I am eternally saved. And through your knowledge, put it up. Through your knowledge shall the weak brother perish, for whom Christ died. Beat your husband, beat your husband. It's not just wife they beat to. Then they beat husband too. And through your knowledge, You cheat a brother in the church and say, after all, what can you do? I'm saved. I am forgiven past, present, future. And through your knowledge, shall the weak brother perish for whom Christ died. Look at verse 12. But when you sin so against the brethren and wound their weak conscience, you sin against Christ. You sin against Christ. You wound their weak conscience. You take advantage of them in the name of knowledge. In the name of knowledge. You wound their weak conscience. You wound them. People for whom Christ died. People for whom Christ died. People for whom Christ died. If you check the scriptures very well, that's the only place you will find the word sin against Christ. That's the only place in the entire Bible. When you wound his brothers, when you affect his fellow believers, when you do to the church what you ought not to do, you're doing it to Jesus.